Hey guys, I'm back. I just had to run in the house and get a couple things and make sure I had my bag of all my stuff for these tournaments. Oh, and I had to go get my selfie stick. It's got the little remote control on it and everything, so I can control the camera when I'm out. Now I have to, you're gonna have to be patient with me. It's my first time using a selfie stick, so when I go out there, I guess that's what they call them, selfie sticks or whatever. But I'll go ahead and mount the camera and I'll use it while I'm out there. And I'll turn on, it's got a little remote where I can turn on and off the, the camera. So hopefully everything will work. I'll sync everything up and we'll go from there. So anyway, I'm going to go, like I was saying beforehand, I'm on my way now. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go ahead and fill up with some gas and get to the, I'll do the dollar store. I'll get some Slim Jims, maybe some nuts, just things that I can munch on during the tournament. Typically the tournaments will last, all these ones that I've been in out at Ebro, they typically last, they'll start at 6 o'clock. We'll usually finish up at midnight, 1 o'clock, depending on how the final table goes. A lot of time when you're at the final table, if it's going later, you'll get people that are very willing to split. So let's say it's $2,500, and they'll split it 3 ways evenly, or they'll split it 4 ways or 5 ways, depending, if there's people willing to chop. It has to be unanimous. Everybody has to say, okay, let's say there's 10 people at the final table. So they could literally, if there's 10 people at the final table, they could literally say, hey, look, the jackpot, it's $3,000. Let's all take $300 and we'll consider ourselves winners. And they might say, great, okay, and then you just give everybody $300 and they go ahead and chop it 10 ways. Most people don't like to do that until they get down to maybe 5. Then when there's 5, the discussion will start. And if you're a huge chip leader, sometimes they don't want to. They'll go ahead and wait till it gets to 3 or 2 people if they even want to chop. I've been the chip leader many times. As a matter of fact, the last tournament I was in prior to this hurricane, I made the final table, and I was a chip leader by probably 4 or 5 times what everyone else had, and I could have just bully bet, and I could have really just took the whole tournament really just playing solid poker and using my chips. Your chips are your ammunition. Those are your bullets. You fire enough at them, somebody with a 7 deuce isn't going to stay in. But yet when the blinds, big blinds are like 4,000, or it's like 4,000 small, 8,000 big, or 5 and 10, 5,000 small, 10,000 big blind, they're not willing to just, if they're in, they're going to be all in, and usually if you got a good hand, you'll knock them out if you're a solid player. But I had no problem chopping. We had I think we had 4 or 5 people, and I knew I could win. I knew I could take it down, but it was a great chance to, and that's kind of the camaraderie you feel when you're playing there. Nobody's out really to kill you. Everybody wants everybody to be a winner, and that's the way it should be. You're really, it's not me against you per se. It's me against everybody up until that final table. And then you can look at it like if you're really a diehard player, which I am in the large tournaments. If like when I played in the LA Poker Classic or the World Series of Poker, no mercy, no deals, no nothing. It's all balls to the wall. You're playing great cards. You're really trying to win the tournament. In a tournament like this, I play to make the final table. No, I made my money back and then some. And it's just all fun. I'm not looking to, to be, everybody. There's some people, and I trust me, it's great. They want to be first. They're trying to be first, and I think that's cute. I think that's great. You should have that drive, that determination to be first, and and I let them try. And I feel that if you play good, solid cards, you're going to end up winning in first place. So I don't change the way I play. I still play good, solid cards, but you know, when I'm at the final table, I take way more chances than I normally would. You know, I like to play small ball for the most part, but when I'm at the final table, it's kind of like I'm loose. I mean, I'm much more able to, you know, apt to stay in on a marginal hand, just because I don't care. In my head, I've already won, so it doesn't matter to me whether, you know, some people are like, well, I want to come in first place. Well, I think that's a noble goal, and I would love to be first place all the time, but I'm not gonna. I don't know. It's just the way I play. When I'm playing in smaller tournaments, it's all about enjoying the game, enjoying the tournament, and playing the proper poker. Don't stay in with stupid hands. No, oh, I've got an 8-4. Normally I would fold these, but they're suited hearts, so I'll stay in when this guy raised it 10 times the big blind. You know, I just play good, solid poker, and that's kind of the way I want to do it. And most of the time it'll lead to a final table. I'm great with that. And when it doesn't, I'm okay with that too, as long as I know. Like, there's been times, and everybody that has ever played Hold'em or No Limit Hold'em, you've all had it happen to you, because everybody has a bad beat story. They're going to tell you how they had the best hand going in, and then this person sucked out on the river. It happens. You can't take it personal. You can't get upset. All I do is I ask myself, did I get my money in with the best hand? Did I get my money in with the best hand? If the answer was yes, and then they just sucked out on me, guess what? That's the game. There is an element of chance. It's 90% skill or 80% skill, 20% chance, you know. So it's really to where I don't take that. I congratulate them. I tell everybody have a great time. I don't mind losing. Some people are very sore. I don't like to lose. I don't like to lose at all. But I don't. If I go out against a good player that played good cards, and if he just got lucky, I'm okay with that. Now, if I get my hand in with the worst hand, and he actually, you know, outplayed me, then I can kind of beat myself up a little bit afterwards. Like, oh, that was stupid. Why'd you do that? You knew better. You know, then I kind of beat myself up a little bit, but I try to get over that really quick, because I love to read my opponents. I watch every single hand being played, every single hand folded, every single time those cards are exposed, and I see what people are playing. I submit that to memory. I kind of learn from my table, and I like that. I mean, if somebody's in and they get called down and they're trying to pull a bluff, I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna take a look at it and see what is it that I could pick out from there that they did. But most of the time, as I said, when I go to this tournament is, first place might be $800 or maybe $1,000 or something. It's not going to be big money. It's not like next, or actually later this month. I think later this month they're having a decent tournament where it's like 40,000, 50. I don't know. It's a bigger tournament. Now that one I will absolutely play in, and I will absolutely play to win. No mercy, no Mr. Nice Guy. I'll be playing to win, and so will everybody else playing in that tournament. So that's what I love about that competition. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna pull up here. I'm gonna get some gas, swing by Dollar Tree here, and get some munchies for my tournament. Like I said, I'm usually there for quite a while, so I want to have some things to munch on. And I'll click back on after I go ahead and do these errands, and we'll talk to you guys in just a few minutes, man. Take care.